Hello again, my Massachusetts house hunting brethren. This is your North Shore real estate enabler, Dan Bernal, here in Salem, Mass. And today I would like to talk to you about something many of you out there, especially the people working with myself, because you will have your offers accepted, are going to be dealing with this spring, which is a home inspection. Alright, if you've never been through a home inspection, this is a very informative session during which you're going to learn a lot about the way a house works, and particularly the house you're looking at. You're going to learn about the synergy of integrated systems therein, about the heating system, the plumbing, the electrical, the foundation of the house and how it was built, and its current state and performance and condition. And you're likely to have the crap scared out of you by somebody who's going to tell you everything that's wrong with this house you've fallen in love with. There are two very important things to go into a home inspection knowing. One, there's something wrong with every house. There's something wrong with the house you're sitting in right now. Something wrong with the house you grew up in that you may look back on longingly. Something wrong with your grandparents' house that was maybe a little bit bigger and cooler and had a crazy attic. Or maybe you had some friends who were doing a little bit better than you and had like that awesome house. There's something wrong with every house. There always was and there always will be. So as you start to hear all the different things that could be attended or updated or repaired or replaced in the house that you're thinking of buying, you need to keep in mind, you walk into any house and do a home inspection, you're going to hear a lot of the same stuff. So don't get freaked out. What you need to do is take this information and think about what you're willing to take on as a relationship with the house, because as you are a homeowner, you're going to realize there's always going to be something that could use your attention, your updating, your repair, your replacement, and you're not going to do all of it. Nobody ever will. The time that you have, you'll do some stuff to the house. Maybe you'll renovate the kitchen. Maybe you'll put a new porch on it. Maybe, God forbid, in 10, 15 years, you may have to put a new roof on it. That's owning a home. When you sell it to somebody else, they're going to find all sorts of things that are wrong with it too. So, keep in mind, there's always something wrong with every house. That's number one. Number two is when you go through a home inspection, the purpose of that is not for you to take a list of everything that that inspector points out and hand it over to the seller and say, here you go, fix this. Why? Because they are selling their home. They are not selling an idealized version of their home post whatever renovations you or your inspector think might be best for it. That's for you to do if you decide to buy the home. A home inspection is to help you understand how this house is doing right now and whether or not you want to buy it as it stands there before you. Not as it could be after all the things that you might want to get around to. And believe me, you're not going to get around to fixing them all. So, one, there's something wrong with every house. There's going to be something wrong with the house you're looking at. There's going to be a bunch of things that could probably use some attention. Two, those are for you if you're buying the house. They're not for the seller who's selling the house. They are selling what they've lived in perfectly comfortably with all the squeaks and drips and whatever else is going on that the inspector's going to point out. They didn't mind them. It's up to you if you mind them to fix them. You take that into heart and you're going to do fine. You can always find me at dan.bernal@virtualhomes.com. You can follow me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can stand on the corner somewhere in the North Shore and I'll probably drive by you some point this afternoon because that's where I usually am. And I'll see you next time.